So guys, I am back and I have a ton of new stuff to show you on the server, so come with me as I show you around what's been happening over August and September. Anyone else a little bit gobsmacked? What's been going on here? So guys, I am in the town of San Alexandro, which is built by Bergie. Now, all of these buildings behind me haven't been built by him. This is known as the Skyscraper district in his town of San Alexandro. Now, what's been happening over the last month or so is a band of builders have been through here and they have built an incredible amount of stuff. So this is all meant to be based on things from obviously the early 20th century in America. So we've got a sort of flat iron building. Now, I think this is one that's based on a real life one in California. Bergie will be able to comment down below on exactly which one that is. I just love the uniformity of it and the details you've got in the walls there, and everything about it is great. The fact it goes from this nice dark oak up through a nice smooth sandstone into a bit more of a heavier detailed top section, and it really does lead you on up the road. So this is 1912 and we are building skyscrapers galore. So welcome to a couple of new additions and the tallest buildings in the world currently. So on the left here we have one built by Bergie himself, and it's based on a building from San Francisco, and I really like the dome on it. It gives you this nice neoclassical impression, you know, even though the styles are already changing into Art Deco at this point. And I like what colours you've used as well. Obviously we haven't got copper on the server just yet because we haven't moved over to 1.17. I know 1.18's nearly out, and yeah, that's all on me. There's a good reason, I'll tell you one day. And then the building next door to it is based on the Woolworth building from New York, and this has been built by WUB, as in WUB, who does all the beautiful interiors and is also building lots of stuff in Italy. What else has been going on in this town? Well, there's a few more buildings along here as well. We have even more skyscrapers along this side. I believe some of these have been built by our newest builder, Sept, who has joined us from the actual state of California as well, so he knows his stuff about these western buildings. Great stuff, Bergie. It's all coming together really nicely. Now, I think you said there was some more stuff over in the market I should go take a look at. So you fired me in a tree. Don't ask. And we're actually over in the other part of town now. So I'm just here behind the marketplace I started off in. Let me get out of this tree. And I spy some new buildings. Let's go take a little wander down to them. Bergie, I love it around here. The feel of this place is incredibly good. So what I do spy with my little eye is a pineapple over there, and yes it is, it's time for a pineapple advert, so make sure you guys come and spend some money over at the CDP. We now have a brand new HQ in Whiteburg City that you'll be able to see next time around. I thought that was a creeper over there then. Okay, that scared me. Right, anyway, yeah, pay money to CDP, you know how it goes. So this building here has caught my interest. Lovely domed building. You can see it's very much like an early 1900s American sort of federal building. So this is like a bank, I believe. I probably like the main bank for the whole town. What does it say down here? Architect Dana Van Cleve, 1909 to 1910. Nice stuff. Now, Bergie, I have told you about this before. That's not the flag of the United Colonies. That's the flag of the United States of America. As is that one. Oh well, I'll let you be, because if we try and get rid of this, it might explode. So anyway, guys, that's all we have time for today in San Alexandro. Just look at this place. Just look at it with me here as well. Oh, God. So let's move on to our next location and show you a bit more what's been happening on the server. Well, ain't this a nice surprise? I don't think you guys probably know what town we're in, do you? We are in the town of Oak Bay. Carter's town, based on those of North America, i.e. Canada, and we haven't been here before. This hasn't been shown off on the new server ever since it's been built back in February. Now that's obviously because Carter's been a busy man. He's been doing whatever he needs to do in life, and he's been building it as and when he can. And so far it is looking lovely and luscious, and the trees down here are beautiful. The buildings are beautiful, apart from this. Sorry, I just have an absolute disdain for endstone. You guys clearly can love it if you wish, but I don't. Anyway, the building is beautiful. It's a really nice bank building. Let's save some face here, and it is all looking good. I see plannings up in the air. Have you guys been waiting for that? Probably. And over here we have some really cool power line designs. Now these are nice and interesting sort of details to add to towns, and each continent has a different style. For us over in Whiteburg, we have a really skinny pole with just a couple of fence gates either side. This is a much more substantial pole. Clearly they've taken some of these Canadian pine trees and scraped it off. Now looking at it from a distance, it kind of looks like a moose. Is that me being offensive towards the Canadians? Probably. So let's take a little wander on down this street here and see what's been happening elsewhere. I am being really offensive today. And what we've got going on is an interesting road design I haven't seen done anywhere else on the server. And that's like an open gutter on the side here. Now, usually we just have roads, built up straight against it, and the pavement clearly is like embedded in the ground, especially in Whiteburg. But over here, you've gone for a nice little touch with this little embedded gutter on the side. Cool stuff. Right, so we're coming on down here. There's a nice little gardens through here. Very pretty, and we've got some interesting brick buildings. These are probably sort of social housing, or may just be normal housing for these guys around here. Nice cornices, interesting little designs there. So this is iron trapdoors, obviously in our texture pack. If you wish to download our texture pack, you can from our Discord. It's version 1.14 currently, which can be used with 1.17 of the Minecraft variety. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. So anyway, round here is a lovely little piece of life. So he's gone for the construction site. Now the reason this exists is because this area of the world is developing very quickly. Buildings get built and then they get torn down again within about 5-10 years. And this is clearly prime real estate right next to the ocean blue there and along some lovely houses. So this is going to be a building that will be, a bit more skyscrapery, such as the one behind us. So this one here is a gorgeous building. Gorgeous indeed. It really reminds me of like old style stuff you used to see on WoK back in the day. There's a little plug for anyone that plays on WoK still. And I love standing down here and looking up at it. This video so far has just been me looking at skyscrapers and hurting my neck, which is always a good thing. But yeah, coming up here, you're going to have some different levels going on, which is nice. I like the way you've integrated the building into the ground, and this is going to be a great town Carter, so I can't wait for you to finish it off and build a bit more of it. So anyway guys, it's time to move on to our next location. Right then guys, welcome back to Pelleholm, and as a sort of theme across this video, here I am, craning my neck looking up at skyscrapers again. So we're here in Hotkey's town, his capital city of Kalmar, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Now, behind me is some buildings I will eventually show you. Hotkey has been upgrading the palace, and I've just taken a look at it. You guys aren't allowed to see it, and it is gorgeous, so that's all I can say. If you're on our Discord, you would have seen it posted quite a few times the other day. Now, what's nice about all of these coming through here is we've got this good street layout. I like the diagonals, I like the big boulevards going down here with the large buildings across the side. And what I can tell is you're going to put like a little park in here, which I think is nice. It's a nice little touch. Now what you've been building are these facades for these buildings, and you're going for a nice eclectic collection. I love saying that phrase because it's really hard for me to say. And what we've got going on here is just some nice late 19th century buildings built in that neo-baroque style. Just look at these. Lots of detail going on. Nice bits of rustication down here. Gone for the use of stairs. Now obviously you can do rustications in so many ways. I tend to either go for a stripped wood placed horizontally, or I do go for what you've done here with stairs. Now I spy a building that looks very eclectic. Oh, that's very nice. Now this flag here is the flag of the United Lowlands. So I can tell exactly who built this building, probably Aussie. And it was going to be, I imagine, the embassy for them. But what's nice as well is the addition of these statues here. So can you tell who it is? Yes, it's me. So what's happened is, I think Aussie actually did it. He made loads of skins of himself, and he made my face a different tone for each of the walls. So eventually I'm going to show you a very large collection of these that we have on a project that, as you can probably guess, isn't ready yet, because clearly it would have been shown already. We'll get to it in next month's server update tour. I have been dragging that out for the last 3 months. But anyway, Hotkey, lovely stuff. This is looking great. I can't wait to show off a bit more over that way as well. But I think I'm going to get you on to help me with a little tour around here soon enough. Okay then guys, that's probably all we've got to show you in Pelleholm today. Let's move on to our next location. Right, so I've arrived in the seaside town of Usteden. It's been quite a drive down from Pelleholm. And as you can see, it's looking splendid already. We have shown off this area many a times in the past, but what I've got to show you today is a few new townhouses that Aussie's been working on. So I believe these ones here are new, and again, in his usual style, they are looking fabulous. The eclectic nature of all of these buildings put together helps with an overall feeling of a town. Now, I like the use here of the glazed terracottas. It's something you don't really see much usage, especially not in this style or in many styles, not for exterior shots. But what's nice is it gives you that nice little flair about it, that little sort of changing style. Now, again, Aussie is a user of many entities. He has been slapped many a time for overusage. But as you can see, when you get up close, all of these signs, all of these trapdoors, everything just looks very nice. Obviously, when you put it back a little bit, it disappears, but hey, that's just the nature of the game. So we can look inside here, I think. Well, I'm going to look inside here. Ah, look at this wallpaper. Now, if I wasn't sort of looking at it through a lens of someone from 1912, to me it looks very 70s. This is cozy, Aussie. Wow, I'm just going to sit down here. Yes, we do have a sit plugin on the server, and it just allows for beautiful shots like this. So you guys always ask, like, oh, are you going to do any interiors? I don't per se, not myself, but there are many a person on the server that does do interiors. Let's go have a look upstairs and see if there's anything up there. So I'm just got upstairs. No, it doesn't seem to be, but these are big rooms, you know. You can swing many a cat in here. I wonder if what the asking price of this place is. Oh no, I've been watching too much daytime TV. Do you know what? I haven't for years, but you know what it is. And anything else up here? Probably not. But we do get some splendid views over that way. And some more splendid views down here. Ooh, that's a very early 20th century view, that. Right, I think there's a few more if we go back outside. It's quite nice just sort of doing these transitions in cars. It looks like I've actually moved. Anyway, don't spoil the magic. So I've come slightly south, away from the coast here, and we've come to the little parks that sort of stipulate around the bottom part of Usteden. Just walking around here, I'm in love. I'm in love with it all. Is this a little bench? Could be. Look through there. Look through there. Let's have a little fly over and see what's going on. Pretty little flowers in there. Lovely laid out park. You've got a nice, not too formal, but quite formal still. I like it. I really like what you do, Aussie. You are a great builder. Okay, so that's probably all we've got time for to show off in Usteden today. There's something else Aussie's been building. Let's go take a look at that. So it's not every time I start a clip from up in the mountain ranges here. Oh my god. Aussie, this is beautiful. Crikey. There's an even taller mountain over in the distance there. So we're here at Villa Balbino, and I've got to find it. It's down the bottom of this valley somewhere. Here it is, coming through the tree line here. We have this beautiful Italian villa that's based on one that was built in Lake Como. So we go on through here, you can see more statues. Oh, beautiful statues. Even more beautiful statues of Wub. Stroke his face. Let's move on from statue fondling into the garden. So I'm going to take a little look around this side here. I like what you've done for the paths. Usually, you know, we go for our gravel paths, and you've gone for a sandy path here. Makes the sun reflection even greater. So when you can stand here, you get yourself a tan, like in The Sopranos, where old Paulie gets his little thing out and sits there. No one's going to understand that reference, Kieran. I don't know why you did that. But this is nice. Go around on this side here. These are like stables and that. Oh, you've even put stuff inside. There's a little coach. Oh, that's interesting. A lot of motorbikes and stuff. Nice. This is looking good. Right, let's wander on over to the main house and see what's going on there. Right, let's carry on down this path here. I might just take the... we went through there. But there's like a little side garden this side. I imagine it's the same on the other side. Oh, no, this is more of a kitchen garden. Oh, very nice. You know how I like my gardens. And as you can see, there actually is a lake behind the house. So let's have a little look at the facade. So this is the back garden face. You know, nice formal detail here. You've got the proportions looking good. The nice sloped hip roof. And an interesting way of doing chimneys. Yeah, that's cool. Not seen that done for a while. Going on round to the front, then we've got a river. Do you know, I love how I didn't even look at this before I started filming, because I'm now in shock. Wow. So we come round, we've got a little boathouse with an actual speedboat inside by the Minecraft Repro. Oh, I missed the Minecraft Repro. I hope he's doing well. And we're doing some more stuff around the front here with the beautiful facade, which is just a copy of the back. So Aussie, this place is gorgeous. Can I own it? Can I steal it? Can I steal it from you? I'm going to steal it from you. So that's all we've got time for here on this build. Let's move on to our next location. Rightio then. So we're here in Matty's town of H, which is in United Lowlands, all the way over in the southeast of Rotterdam, which is up there. We've just come on down here from Usteden. Now this is the first time I was showing this off on a server tour. I believe Matty joined just at the beginning of August, so he's been working on this for a few months now. Lovely. Walking straight into here, into the sort of little town square, is a nice feeling. You've got a good church there, strong church, powerful church. Let's not inflate the church's ego. But I like what you've done here with the belfry. That looks cool. So you've used stairs in there. Gives a nice impression it's actually open, because when you look back here, you see a little bit of light coming through the rafters on it. So having a look around the town, I see you've done your roads an interesting colour. I've not seen roads done like this before, with a sort of granite mix in there. I guess it's just whatever the geology is around here. This is looking good. So town hall here, feeling very Dutch, very rural Dutch. You know how you've got big windows, sloping sides, and a nice Dutch gable on there. So what else is going on around here? And is that a train track I spy over there? Ooh. I don't know if we're meant to be showing this off yet, but that's cool. I'm guessing, if I have to hazard a guess, there is going to be a train station just over there. No, let's move on down this way away from that unfinished stuff. Nice little truck here coming down the side of this road. It's giving me Yon vibes. Do you guys remember Yon? Yon was that town that Fluffy Snail built, who I haven't seen for a little while. Anyway, lovely tractor design over here, Matty, and I think you've put yourself on it. Yeah, so you're out here ploughing the fields. That's a really cool, interesting little detail. The fact you've even got, you know, the grassland, the farmland in there at a diagonal gives the impression it's being ploughed. So moving on across here, what have we got over here? Is this a little house? Someone's residence. No, I think it's just like a little gate post for maybe the farm or something. But what has taken my interest is, we'll leave the animals there, is this graveyard. Now, what it's looking like to me is this is some sort of war cemetery. You've got like a, what does it say down here on this sign? To those who have fallen in the revolution of, so we've got a million, no, M is 1,000, C is 5, but when you put an M next to a C, that means 9, and then it's XXX, but that says 1930. Okay, well, this hasn't happened yet, or has it? Right, anyway, that's lovely. We've had a good look around here. There's not much more to see over this way, just some more houses around a square. It's all looking good. So Matty, welcome to the team. I haven't already said that. Lovely town. Can't wait to see where you go with it. We have one more location to go see, so let's have a little look at that. Right, so I have this final location to show you. In front of me is HMS Victory. That's all you're allowed to see. I'm not allowed to turn around. If I turn around, I'll spoil the fun for something later on. This ship is gorgeous, and I don't know how I was going to film this. In my head, I was questioning whether to even film it, but I think it needs to be shown off because there's an interior inside it. Now we're going to wander on up here, up the gangway. Please do not look out any windows. If you see something you shouldn't be seeing, just blind yourself. Okay, we're inside now. It's safe. You can look out that way a little bit. I really had hoped we'd finished a massive project behind me here in time for this, but unfortunately time has not been on our sides. Anyway, we're inside HMS Victory, built in 1765. She is the oldest surviving warship we have in our navy. Obviously she's not used anymore, but still, it is a gorgeous ship, Adam, and you've put so much detail into it. Now, I remember when you were building it, you were actually giving like a cross section to it as well, which was a lovely little touch. This little porthole here. We can look around this side here. We can look slightly at this here. Lovely bit of rigging on it. Lovely bit of rigging. Don't look that way. And yeah, so when the final project behind us is fully finished, we can show you this in its entirety. Oh no, it's one of these staircases. Having struggled with the stairs, we're now finally up onto one of the other decks. There's so many guns along here. I love the cannon design. I think it's a really innovative way of doing it, especially on a small ship like this. So we're going to wander on down here into the captain's mess, I think this is. Or just a room at the back here. Lovely views out there to the sea and to something you're not allowed to look at over that way. What else is there? Is there anything up? What's up there? No, I'm just struggling along here. I'm going to get up onto the deck and then we'll see what we can see up there. Right, we're up on the deck amongst the rigging. It is a beautiful looking ship, isn't it? HMS Victory has always been one of my favourite ships out of the entirety of any sort of sailing ship. It's a ship of the line. It won the Battle of Trafalgar. Unfortunately, his captain, Mr. Old Naval Man himself, Lord Nelson, perished aboard that ship that time, but it is here still. And in real life, it does still exist. It sits in Portsmouth in the historic dockyards, which is a place you definitely should go if you're ever in Portsmouth. I don't know why you would be in Portsmouth. Anyway, that was quite unorthodox and something a little bit different. Now, clearly you've seen a bit more than you should have done, but it's fine. I will cut that out. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this month's server update tour. The ending has been a little bit strange, but that's because I didn't want to not show it off. Anyway, so soon we will have the big project ready to go. You'll be able to see the video on that as well as a lovely showcase of it, so stick around for all of that. But until then, make sure you check out all the other server update tours that you've missed over the last year and a bit. Yeah, year and a bit, as you'll see so much that's happened on the server throughout the entirety of its existence. But anyway, guys, make sure you drop a like, a subscribe, and also check out some of the other stuff in the details and the description of this, because I keep all of the builders' logs in there as well. What I mean by that is there's some links to their stuff. Go check it out. Anyway, guys, remember, get inspired, get building, and I'll see you next time.